Hi, thank you so much for joining or for clicking into this video. My name is Ruth Kim if it's your first time here, and on my channel I share my own experience as a foreigner living here in Germany. I share information that I know, and I feel like if I share it out there, it's going to help someone else. I do haul videos, I vlog, and sometimes I just want to have fun. So in today's video, it's a part 2 of the video that I last posted. I talked about the challenges that couples face here in Germany, both in marriage and relationship, and I promised to make a part 2, and this is a continuation of that video. And the reason why I'm doing this video in the car, it's because I'm waiting for a guest. I have a guest. I'm waiting for them, and they are a bit late. And because I don't want to waste any time, and I don't think I'll have time to do this video again later today, that's why I've decided to do this video. If you haven't watched part 1 of this video, make sure you click on the link in the description box below, go and watch it, and then watch this one, or you can watch this one to the end and then go and watch the other video. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Click on the bell icon as well so that you can be notified every time I put up a new video. The first one that I'm going to start with today is domestic violence. Domestic violence in my case is when one partner abuses the other partner. This is a very sad one, by the way, guys, because domestic violence may include physical harm, emotional manipulation, like forced to do some sexual acts that maybe someone is not into. That's like domestic violence according to me. And economical or immigration related threats. There are some people who are going to tell you things like, if you don't do this, I'm going to go to the government so the government can deport you back where you came from. That's like an economical or immigration threat. And to be honest, so many people are so vulnerable here in Germany because they can't speak German, and because of the language they don't even understand the German rules or the German rights, and they are afraid to report such cases of domestic violence, and they end up staying in those relationships despite what's happening. So this is a very serious case, guys, and I feel like I should find that someone who is so good at this and can inform you guys on this topic, because there are so many people who have partners who restrict them from having friends. They are not supposed to contact even their family members at home. They are isolated. That's also a part of domestic violence. Denying that person or your partner the right to speak to other people, to have friends, because one is afraid that when she talks with other people, she might report what's going on in that relationship or in that home. If you're an immigrant here in Germany, it's always better. The first thing you do is to try and learn the immigration role, know your rights. You don't have to stay in an unhappy marriage or relationship where you even tortured emotionally, you being threatened each and every day. Guys, we didn't kill people where we came from. They didn't send us away. We just came here voluntarily. So educate yourself, guys. Educate yourself and talk to people. Don't be afraid to talk. There's so many people who can help out there. Yes. And the second point, which is a cause of point number 1, which is domestic violence, is child abuse. Especially those kids who are maybe born from your native country, and then you came here, you got into another relationship or the relationship that you're in now, and then you decide to bring those kids here. Most of those kids, I'm not saying all, most or some of those kids end up being in abusive relationships where they suffer as well. They are not being treated right, and some partners, especially male, go to an extent of even abusing these kids. And sometimes, because of the point number one, where you're being threatened, maybe if you take action, I'm going to deport you guys back to Africa, the kids end up suffering in the relationship. And it's sad because some women prefer to have a good life here in Germany, and they don't even care what's going to happen to their kids, which is so sad, and end up staying in such kind of relationship where the kids are suffering. So if you're in such kind of a relationship, please take action. Do something, guys. Do something to end that situation, because what's the point of living here in Germany? You're not happy, you're emotionally tortured, you're going to die young. Money is not everything, or a good life. What's a good life? What's a good life about Germany if you have to stay indoors, you're not happy, your kids are not happy? I don't know. I don't understand, you guys. I don't understand those people who do that. But talk to people out there. Look for a lawyer and fight for your happiness, fight for your joy. Sometimes I believe even not having so many things, having a peace of mind and that happiness, seeing your kids growing with joy and happiness is enough. You don't have to stay here in Germany to suffer. The next thing, guys, that's challenging a lot of relationships in Germany is finances, money, and budgeting of that money. Because if you decide to marry someone or live with them, then you're planning to have a future with them. So, and that includes your finances, because if you are living together, I think the best thing as a couple is to manage the finances together. Don't the guy is working, the woman is working, and so you don't care what your partner is doing with his money, or he doesn't care what you're doing with his money. I don't think that's right. The best thing is to sit down and have agree on how you're going maybe to share your bills. This is also very important. Share your bills, because you're both working. Why expect only one partner to pay bills? What are you supposed to do with your money? If we are in this together, then we have to share everything. The next thing is to have a financial goal together. Share them and talk about them. If you're planning to invest in Africa, or if you're planning to invest where you're coming from, don't start doing it without informing your partner. Share those financial goals so that you can come into an agreement on how you're going to do it. And make sure you have both financial, make sure your financial future goals are the same, because if one is planning to save for a mortgage and the other one is planning to save for a Lamborghini or Ferrari, then those things, they are not hazipelekani, they are not together. So you have to decide, should we first save for a nice car, or should we first save for a mortgage? And you have to prioritize your goals, to see what matters more for the family, or what you guys need more. Yes, and for your marriage to work, or for your relationship to work, you have to be transparent about your finances with your partner. That's actually, I think this is a very huge topic, and we should talk this topic on its own. But like I said, share your opinion. Feel free to criticize the points that I'm sharing. And yes, guys, yes. My next point is gender equality. This one is also a threat to most relationships here in Germany, because in Germany, what a man can do, a woman can do. I don't want to use the word feminism. I feel like it's too strong. But this is a very, very... I don't even know how to put this one in the right words. But women in Germany are more favored in the German roles than men, and this one makes women here in Germany feel like, oh, I don't need a guy to survive, I don't need a guy to have this and that. women believe or think they can do everything on their own. Here in Germany, they don't need guys. And this one brings that attitude in the relationship, like, it's not like you have to stay. If you want to go, you can go, but it's not a good thing, because if you want to be in good terms with your partner, you have sometimes to bring back the roots. We are from Africa, we have to respect our guys. And if you have this attitude, I don't need you, you don't have to be here, if you want to go, you can go, then the respect is nowhere to be found in that relationship. And this is something that most of, for example, our African men, they find it difficult to deal with. And that's why you're gonna see we have so many single women who are doing fine, who don't even need those guys here in Germany. But if you want to have like a partner, then you have to put those type of attitudes away sometimes and bring back the roots. For example, we are from Kenya, respect your guy, okay? Yes. And the last one today is going to be parenting, guys. Parenting is another thing that's challenging so many families or so many relationships, because the moment you start having children here in Germany, that means you two as a partner, it doesn't matter if you're married or not married, you have something that is always going to connect you together. Like in Africa or in Kenya, where I come from, the man or the husband, the man of the house, had nothing to do with the kids. And as a woman, it was your duty to see how the kids are going to grow and to take care of the kids. If it's about the nanny, to organize all that. And here in Germany, on the other hand, it's supposed to be done from both parents. And like I said in my first part of this video, that some African husbands or men find it very difficult to cope with the situation that they have to take care of the family, because in Africa they were used to going to work and coming back home, like they were used to provide and not being part of the parenting. So I think the best thing here in Germany is to do it together. Kushikana mkono, munalea watoto pamoja. Because if the wife is at work, then the man has to bring up the kids. We have to put that, kukata hiyo shingo ya that African culture. That's when we cut that part out. So guys, that was it. If you enjoyed this kind of a video and you feel that there were more points that I didn't talk about, feel free to share them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.